Roosevelt was a bleeding heart with the will of an ox. She was and still is an inspiration to not only the U.S., but also the world. I first learned about Eleanor Roosevelt in the high school U.S. history class. The values she possessed are what captured me like a fly in a web, and I have read many articles of her achievements since. She was the First Lady of the United States, wife to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, but she was so much more than that. She was a mother, a teacher, an activist, a diplomat, and a politician. Eleanor Roosevelt changed the course of U.S. history by using the power that she wielded and her values in human rights, education, and community to make the U.S. better for everyone. She believed very strongly in human rights and advocated for women, minorities, and the poor. Eleanor was passionate about human rights, and she fought for everyone. She advocated for women's rights quite a lot after she became First Lady. Though she believed a woman's primary role still belonged at home, she still fought for their rights to work. She worked as a radio broadcaster and used this to spread her beliefs and political agenda, while she was still the highest paid broadcaster at the time. This added to the show of how women could have independent careers. Ania Longcombe's article, Eleanor Roosevelt, A Crusading Spirit to Move Human Rights Forward, talks about how Eleanor would only invite women, reporters, and photographers to her press conferences, to force every news outlet to hire at least one woman if they wanted to hear the First Lady speak. Eleanor did many things for women's rights, and she knew how strong they were. She once said, "A woman is like a tea bag. You can never tell how strong she is until she gets in hot water." Minorities were people that Eleanor believed deserved the same rights as well. She fought for African Americans to hold key administration positions and was an activist for the Civil Rights Movement. When Marian Anderson, an African American opera singer, was refused by the Daughters of the American Revolution to perform at Constitution Hall, Eleanor resigned her membership with the DAR and arranged to hold the concert at the nearby Lincoln Memorial. Eleanor advocated for social welfare as well. She donated the money that she made from radio to the AFSC to feed mining families in Pennsylvania and West Virginia. After President Roosevelt died, Eleanor was asked to be a delegate for the United Nations, where she fought for human rights all over the world. In President Harry Truman's words, she became the First Lady of the world. Teachers can be a blessing beyond belief. Eleanor knew the value of education and enjoyed teaching. She and two of her friends bought Todd Hunter School, an all-girls private institution, where she was a teacher and a mentor. Even when she became the First Lady of the United States during the Great Depression, she had the passion to continue teaching and said, "I teach because I love it. I cannot give it up." Eleanor knew an education can be powerful. The pen is mightier than the sword. Eleanor believed in community. While she was First Lady, she was very active in the city of Washington, D.C. She also took an active role in the federal government's construction of planned communities for people of modest means. She reviewed the plans for Greenbelt, Maryland, the first of 3 suburban Greenbelt communities located just across the district in Maryland, and visited them several times. Community is about coming together, and Eleanor embraced that to show the world how important it is to help one another. Ultimately, Eleanor Roosevelt was an amazingly inspirational woman who left her mark on the world. She will not be a woman easily forgotten, and hopefully bestows dreams and ideas for generations to come. Her beliefs in human rights, education, and community were strong enough for her to strive to make a difference for the future. As a teenager, I will never forget the inspirational words of Eleanor Roosevelt that changed my life. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Thank you.